Hello everyone. First of all, I would like to thank you for attending this session and thank the organizer for giving me this opportunity to present some points of using advanced analytics and maturity assessment framework in the mining industry. I'm Soofastaei, an AI program leader in Vale. Vale is the biggest producer of iron ore and nickel in the world, and we are currently operating mine sites and plants globally, and we are managing a large network of railroads, ships, and ports used to transport our products worldwide. Nowadays, industries use artificial intelligence to optimize processes, enhance decision making, receive value from data, and improve safety. While there are many benefits to its implementation, it is still very new. And there is much work that needs to go into successful AI and advanced analytics applications in the Industry 4.0 era. Planning, research, communication, and change management are essential foundations for analytics application in different industries. I got my master's, PhD, and postdoctoral research fellow in the field of applications of artificial intelligence in mining industry from the University of Queensland, one of the oldest universities in Australia with 111 years of practice. It has over 43,000 students with 15,000 international students, and the University of Queensland is ranked 48th in the quality of education in the world. Even in some years, the mining faculty of Queensland ranked first in the education quality list. Currently, we have over 1,500 PhD applicants who are awarded annually with a budget of $2.8 billion. I had the opportunity of working directly with three of the largest mining companies during my career globally in the past 15 years. I started working from Rio Tinto, and after a few years I joined BHP, and currently I'm working as a program leader in Vale. As you can see in this slide, Vale has been ranked as a 19th innovative company in the world. We believe that it's a good achievement for Vale when we have just two mining companies in the list. And also in the list you can see there's some super innovative companies same as Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, IBM, Netflix, etc. So one of the main reasons of reaching to this rank for Vale was focusing on advanced analytics and in AI related innovations. Today we are here to speak more about AI and speak about how Vale could use AI practically in mining processes. I'm leading some programs in AI Center. AI Center physically located in Vitoria in Espírito Santo is one of the beautiful states in Brazil. But AI Center just is physically is located in that area, and my colleagues and my friends working globally from 35 countries to support the AI products in Vale AI Center. In AI Center, we are working directly with research centers and universities globally, and it's our honor to announce that Vale is one of the best mining companies that could reach to this successful relationship between the universities, and now we are working directly with some universities, for example, in North America, in Canada, in South America, in Asia, and in Europe. And some of our innovative projects are completing with this contribution and having collaboration with researchers, professors, and PhD students in these universities. In this list, you can see the MIT University, University of California, Berkeley, University of California, Los Angeles. You can see Queen's University in Kingston, in Ontario, in Canada. And also we are working with some universities in England. In computer science, artificial intelligence, called machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines. Unlike the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals, from Siri to self-driving cars, artificial intelligence is progressing rapidly, while science fiction often illustrates AI as robots with human-like qualities. AI can include anything from Google search algorithms to IBM's Watson to autonomous weapons, etc. AI today is properly known as narrow AI or weak AI, in that it is designed to perform a narrow task, for example, only face recognition or internet searches or driving a car. However, many researchers' long-term goal is to create general AI or AGI or a strong AI, while nano AI may overtake humans at whatever its specific task, like playing chess or solving equations. The general AI would overtake humans at nearly every mental tasks. AI technology can increase business productivity by up to 40% based on many resources that we studied. And the number of AI startups since 2000 has increased to 14 times. AI will automate 16% of American jobs, and currently 50% of mining companies are using AI, and 31% of them say that is in their agenda for the next years. The industrial revolution are important for national economy. After decades of development using advanced analytics has made significant progress in China, making China one of the largest high-tech manufacturing countries. However, compared with developed countries, the Chinese mining industry now urgently requires intelligence management and marketing technologies to increase raw materials utilization rate, while establishing more functional environmental and safety management system. This issue has drawn destroying academic attention, and much progress has been made in related research field. The dramatic growth of new generation information technologies has recently prompted several countries to seek new mining industrial revolution strategies. The United States has launched smart process manufacturing while aims to industrial upgrades and transformation. Germany has proposed the strategy concept of Industry 4.0, which focuses on the integration of information technology into manufacturing. The United Kingdom and Japan have respectively announced the UK 2050 strategy and the New Industrial Friends Program and the Society 5 strategy. In this context, the China government has put forward the new generation of AI development plan to achieve the new industrial revolution. The new generation of AI development plan concentrates on innovative, coordinative, green, open, and shared development, prompting intelligence mining and manufacturing. A few years ago, it would have been unthinkable to regard complex algorithms and analytics to fundamental support of digital transformation in mining companies. Today, however, there are multiple opportunities for high-impact applications in different sectors, including mining operations. Thanks to the availability of the massive amount of data generated along the mining industry's value chain, has strange capacities, the new analysis possibilities and data processing through more powerful and complex algorithms. Advanced analytics use has only captured a small part of the forecasted potential, which means that there are still plenty of opportunities to deploy advanced analytics in the mining industry. Analytics applications are generally divided in three groups: descriptive, predictive, and prescriptive analytics. The optimization should also be included in the analytics application to make a sustainable and applicable solution for the industries. These applications contains different use cases depending on each stage of mining industry value chain. Now, the question is that how we can deploy AI in our mine sites or in mining companies practically, because we are familiar with the benefit of AI, but we know that we are facing with different challenges as well. So to use the AI practically in mining processes, we already offered advanced analytics and AI maturity framework. It means that by evaluating our current situation and also predicting the ideal condition that you are looking for, that this maturity analysis can give you a roadmap to start from the current situation and reach to the ideal condition slowly, but with the maximum benefit that you can have. The aim of this maturity framework is to teach you a principled, scientific and logical method that has been tested before, so that you can evaluate your development towards artificial intelligence programs that are going to be used. For example, before buying an AI application for your mining control or crusher system or dispatching system, you should do a maturity analysis. If you don't do so, it will lead to spending a large amount of money and an advanced equipment, but not reaching the product purpose in the end. And after some times, those operators will decide to shut down the $1 million equipment and go back to their old methods. This is a very important point, that the managers always think about developing their systems, and a belief that exists here, which is not always correct, okay, is that the entrance of technology itself can upgrade your system. This goes for the artificial intelligence field as well. Meaning we will search for companies that have prepared products in order to purchase from them and use them for our system, despite the fact that this product may be working fairly in other mines or companies or other places in the world, but there is no guarantee that this product will have a positive results in our complex too. Despite the fact that our money and time has gone to waste and we haven't reached our purpose in the end, something worse has happened, which is our complex and staff's trust towards the product has been destroyed. When this happened, it means that you have blocked the way of using future technologies in your company. Now, what are the benefits of this maturity analysis? The first benefit is that it creates a capability to analyze the usage of an application in different sites and different situations, and it also analyzes the risk and cost of using it. It's an efficient method because in many situations it causes spending less money on the technology or even no money at all, and it decreases the risk a lot and increases the chance of successful project in your artificial intelligence company. It helps you reach the purpose and results of buying and using that product faster, and it creates a comfortable situation for your staff. Now, before we enter the analysis discussions, let's see when the word maturity is spoken of in an organization in the advanced analytics field. What levels do we have for maturity? Here we have 6 levels available here, and these are 6 classic items, but I have recently came across a 7th item in an article and added into these items. As you can see, our chart consists of 2 axes, the advantage and analytics maturity axis. Most of the mining companies are in the first step of maturity right now. The steps that are shown as dark orange and yellow on this chart, many companies only have raw data at the moment, and if they get a little more mature, they will have clean data. We have talked about data cleansing on this later in the second part, but if they get a lot better, they will reach to the standard portable stage, meaning they have ordered their data and created some reports by drawing charts and graphs, and they have reached the predictive analysis stage in the end, which is the stage in which they can diagnose a problem's reason of happening. We call this 3.5 level of maturity sense and respond, which means that if you are at this stage, you will first sense something happening and then you will act towards it. For example, we covered the predictive maintenance subject in our companies, and we explained more sometimes everywhere, and you can see the predictive maintenance. But if you don't have the predictive maintenance and you are in the sense and response stage, and sometimes happening in your machine, for example, the tire gets ruined or in the engine burns or some parts of it gets broken, then you go and collect the data, clean your data, report the problems, find the solution and fix the problem. Okay? But this may be good, but it isn't enough. Because you have a question of this chart is what happened? And also the second question, which is why did it happen? Unfortunately, most of the mining industries right now and companies all over the world are in this stage, but the next and more mature stage of this system is a stage where we talk about predictive modeling, which covers what is going to happen. And what can we do to prevent it? If it's a bad thing, or repeat it, optimize it, if it's a good thing. Okay? This part of maturity is called predict and act. The purpose of AI and machine learning is reaching to this predictive and act stage from sense and response stage. Meaning all of the algorithms we are using in AI can help us to predict what will be happening tomorrow or maybe next shift or next week, and what type of activities should be completed to avoid any failures in the future or improve our processes in the future. The meaning of Industry 4.0 or the meaning of Mining 4.0 or digital transformation in mining exactly is this transferring from the sense and response to predict and act. This maturity level has 2 views. operation view and business view. The business view, which is kind management view, in which the managers look into the entire office, and there is also the integration discussion, which implies maturity in the entire organization, not just some parts. And the other view towards maturity is the operation view, which is from the people that work there and operate. Both views are needed, and both types of maturity analysis has to be done. The base of both of them is the same, but there is something different, which is the content evaluation. All right, so but as I explained for you, we have 6 levels of maturity, and you can see all of these 6 levels again here with the same color, but the maturity analysis can help operators, supervisors, and managers to achieve their benefit, their specific benefit for their current work in different angles or different view. The radar chart here is showing you the things we talk about in very simple way. As you can see, all of the 6 levels of maturity are visible in the same color code that we already talked about it, starting from dark orange and ending with dark green. The thing is, we have to analyze maturity in different dimensions and directions. One of the simple ways of doing it's thing that I have done here, for example, for you, and you can see we already made 4 groups of dimensions that we need to focus on them, and for each group we have 7 sub-directions. These groups are process, system, data, and people, and for each group you can divide or you can plot some sub-directions. It depends on your company and your task that you want to complete. Here everything is such an example, and I try to just clarify something that you can put in the category of data, for example, or category or system, or category or process or people, but it doesn't mean you have some limitation and you need to focus on just this explained dimensions. You need to organize your brainstorming session, you need to organize your internal discussions and clarify the dimensions that you are looking for them, and then you can use this framework. Because today I try to just clarify and explain and illustrate just a framework for you, but the exact concept that you need to put in this framework is related to your companies and related to your internal resources and internal challenges and potential solutions that you are thinking about them. So now how we can how can we upgrade these, and what levels should we complete to do so? You can design some tables, and these tables are supporting your radar graph. And each table you can see the exact 4 groups that I explained for you, and in the first column named or labeled maturity level, you can see the sub dimensions or sub directions. For which one, first you need to clarify the definition of each level of maturity. You need to organize your brainstorming sessions, you need to organize your internal sessions, sitting with your managers, with operators, and clarify, okay, what's the meaning of level 3 of maturity for system? What's the meaning of level 4 of maturity for people, or something like that? When you complete these tables, it means that now you have a clarified definition of each dimension, a group of dimensions and sub-dimensions. Then you can clarify your current situations. Okay, so when you complete these tables, okay, you reach 2 beautiful curves, because I told you those tables are supporting the radar graph. One curve is shown in red, which is called as is. It means the existing state. Another curve is shown in purple, which is called 2B, which means the state you want to get it to. As you can see, there is a difference in each dimensions between the as-is stage and the 2B stage in order to use the AI systems, okay? The role of this maturity analysis in each organization is important because it informs you what if you don't reach the point of maturity which the software system or technology needs, you won't be able to use the equipment. For example, if you haven't taught your people enough in the people dimensions, it's inappropriate for you to buy a software or system which is working based on artificial intelligence. But this method of assessment won't just leave you here. It will help you step by step to get to the stage you have to be informed, the stage that you are in currently. A point that is important in this kind of analysis is that they will give you a polygonal shape in the end. The best situation for organization is to have a circle when you connect the dots together. The definition of a circle is that your maturity level in each dimension are proportional, and this is very important for management. When you have advanced people, you will need to advance equipment. When you have acceptable data and well-defined processes, you will need advanced people. Having a similar shape to a circle is better for you and your organization. So when you could plot this graph, you can clarify the gap for each point between the as-is situation and to-be condition. Now you need to complete another table, and this is a making decision table. In making decision table, for each group, for example, for system, data, people, and process, you can clarify your current situation and your ideal condition, and then to move from as is to be, you can clarify what would be the exact value of improving this maturity for each dimension. And definitely to reach to that value, you need to spend money and you need time, and also you need to clarify the cost of this improvement. And then you can make a decision to do this or not. If you want to improve your maturity in each dimension, then you need to clarify the list of the actions that you need to do. It means that you are making a plan. So this table can help you to complete these tasks. As a case study here, I focused on one operation and process, which is shovel loading and truck hauling, and we have defined those 6 levels for it. For example, in the alarm reporting dimensions or the modeling discussion, we will see what's the definition of modeling or simulation in the first and second level of maturity, or what is the third level. After we've written down our definitions, we will review our current capabilities and get to these red crosses. For example, a person will introduce an application to you for reducing fuel in the truck. You will come and check the table and see where should you stand if you use this application, and show it with the green check signs. The black arrows will show you your transition stages. For example, in the alarm reporting stage, you only need to upgrade your maturity 1 level, but when you get to the predictive or analysis stage, you need to upgrade your maturity 2 levels. We have 2 levels of maturity analysis: a low level or operational level, which I explained to you. It consists of people, data, process, and system. We also have a higher level or high level analytics maturity, which consists of safety, energy efficiency, operation, and maintenance. And as you can see, for each one, these high levels, we have those 4 sub levels. So we can do those things in the operation level or in the entire organization. The purpose is that if we are upgrading our maturity in the system, we should upgrade our safety, energy, efficiency, and at the same time, and our maintenance costs should decrease at the same time too. A mining organization can only be successful if it increases its maturity in all of these dimensions. This framework has been designed for AI projects, but it can be used for other activities in a more general situation as well. So as you can see here, for example, we have two projects and we want to do in an organization, project A and project B. Right now, we are only talking about the operation stage or the high level we talked about before. But as you can see, we have all of 4 sub-levels, which are systems, people, processes, data, and data for the first and second mine in both project A and project B. And we have done the maturity analysis for them. In most cases, the as-is state is behind the to-be state. For example, in this project, we need to upgrade our system from the first and second level to the third and fourth level, or upgrade our people from the third level to the fifth level. But in some cases, this has happened the other way around, meaning our current maturity is higher than the maturity we need to in order to use this application. This shows that at the time we have spent a large amount of money and created an unbalanced situation for complex because it's not logical to have this much maturity in the second level in mind too. When we have low maturity in other stages of the organization, it doesn't make sense to improve one of them. These points are shown in the red, are the points that management should pay more attention to and control the money spent and the events it lead to. There are some places like these points in the second mine in project B systems where the needed state and the current state are the same. It's very good, and it means that you are mature enough and don't need to do anything extra. If you really want to have the high level analysis maturity, you need to do it for operation, for safety, for maintenance, and energy efficiency. Helping the usage of AI applications is not only the advantages of maturity analysis. You can reach to more and more benefits inside as a side effect of completing this maturity analysis. But it has a more practical usage, which is happening you benchmark. For example, imagine a mining company same as Vale, which has 3 mines. The mines are shown here in green, purple, and brown. We want to perform project A in all 3 mines. For example, they want to bring an automation system based on artificial intelligence in order to automate the system dispatching. Okay, we call this project A. Now it will analyze the maturity for each mine in data, system, people, and process for operation, maintenance, safety, and energy efficiency, and finally have such a graph that you can see in this slide. The advantage of this graph is that when you refer to it, you can see the difference in maturity in all the mines, and when the manager wants to decide to install new equipment, hire new people, or change the system or process, or fix the data cleansing system, they will understand in which mine and which part should investing happen with looking at this graph. This is a very vital and useful method for big institutions and companies which have a couple of mines or many mines, and it helps them reach harmony and relative balance in all their assets. The advantage of this is when an AI product wants to be used, they can purchase it once and use it for all of their mines. But if the maturity difference in their mines is a lot, the money they spend will only be useful in one mine site. I will find this, I try to simplify the maturity, advanced maturity analysis assessment, but practically now we are using the advanced version of this in Valley, and now we have a cloud-based maturity assessment framework for Valley. And as a screenshot here, you can see we are analyzing the data, process, people, and system in different regions for different countries in different years. You can just select the year, you can select the region, or in the detailed version you can select the mine site, and the graph will be all graphs will be in your dashboard, show you your maturity in different areas, in different dimensions. And it's the cloud-based AI application using in Valley, but it's applicable, I believe, that for other companies, not just in mining, in other industries as well. Today I would like just to introduce you the three groups working on one umbrella named Soofastaei Institute, and we are supporting mining companies to think about using advanced analytics and AI practically in their work. But as you know, we need to cover different dimensions. We need to provide the materials that students or new mine engineers need to study. So we established Soofastaei publication, and we are now working with the big publishers, same as McGraw-Hill, Springer, CRC Press, Lambert, Intake Open, to provide the material that new researchers, students, and engineers need to study. In other side, we are providing some educational and training programs as a bootcamp programs for industries, or as a long-term educational program for universities to teach and to teach the related courses to the AI applications, not just in mining, in other industries as well. And the last institute or organization that we have is the Soofastaei Business, and we are providing some business services or consultancy services to develop the AI application in the mining companies. And all of these three groups or institute link together to support themselves. And I'm very glad to say in the last years we had a chance to publish many books in this area. For example, advanced analytics and artificial intelligence application, and cloning optimization, virtual assistants. And also we published a reference book by Springer named Advanced Analytics in Mining Engineering, and Advanced Analytics for Industry 4.0 is another project that we are working on, that supporting by CRC Press. Hopefully all of this effort and the publication can help the mining industry to complete their digital transformation and touching the mining 4.0 when we are using AI and advanced analytics practically in mine sites. Thank you guys again for attending this session and for listening my presentation. This is just the beginning of the way, and this is the starting point for all of us to think and work about AI and advanced analytics application in mining industry. Please keep in touch, and in this slide you can see my contact details, and I believe that we will have a bright future in front of mining companies. Thank you so much and have a great day.